everyone, welcome to the 420 Smoke Room. Today our guest is AceSolow. He's an upcoming music artist. I will let him introduce himself. Hello Ace, how are you?
Hey, what up, though? It's AceSolow, the one and only. How you doing?
Good. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So if you want, we can kind of start your journey off at when you first kind of got into the music industry and introduced to cannabis. Let's kind of talk about that stage of your life first.
Okay, when I started messing with music, it was actually in high school. I was actually singing, and I was in the male ensemble choir at Southeastern, and we were so good that we formed a singing group. And so after, you know how all boy groups, you know, they break up. So after we broke up, you know how we used to beat on the desk when we were in school.
Yeah.
And so we would be on the desk and then just start freestyling. And then my passion for hip hop and the two that inspired me was Tupac and Aaliyah. So I just started freestyling. From there, I started getting real good, and I noticed, like, I'm real good at this rap stuff. Let me try this out. But I was just doing it for the fun of it. The better I got at it, people was like, man, you should rap. So from all high school, I was just, you know what I'm saying, I went from singing to rapping.
Okay.
Then Eminem came out. Then Eminem came out, and then that's what kind of lit the fire under me, because it was the artist, somebody that I could relate to, like being misunderstood and just and having extraordinary lyrical talent. So that led to then when 8 Mile came out, everybody wanted to battle rap. So then I started kind of like battle rapping in the freestyles.
Yeah, that definitely did change the game there for a while, that freestyle battle rapping. It went from like one type of music when he came out to like a whole nother. It switched up the game for sure.
Yeah, it had everybody battle rapping. So then everybody, because I was so lyrical, everybody wanted me to battle rap. So then they just started putting me in battles, kind of like how M was. They just started throwing me into battles.
Right.
And I started beating cats left and right. And they like, man, this would. By then it was like 2002, and I graduated. And then from that point on, this is what happened. I was recording, and I had a friend named Joanne. Her stepdad at the time had a studio in the basement. He let me record. It sounded pretty good. We all liked it, how it sounded. And I never kind of got back in there, so I felt like I got robbed of my chance. So then ever since when I touched the mic and recorded in the studio in 2001, that's when I was like, I knew this. The feeling that I got after I recorded the song, and we was just playing it, and, you know, it was like, oh, this is dope. And from that point on, I just knew that this is something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Then after that, I started pursuing it seriously. I did my first show at Club Network with Ms. Corona, and then saw her in 8 Mile, the movie, 2 months later. When I saw that I was like, oh yeah, I gotta rap. I just did a show with the girl who was in 8 Mile.
Right, and at such a young age, that's probably like a real inspiration. It's something like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get where I need to get.
Yeah, and
So at that point, did you start like performing publicly yet? You know, or when did you start deciding that you could do this publicly and not just in a studio?
When I did that show with Ms. Corona, because like after that I just started doing shows, and then I'll start doing shows and freestyle battles. Okay. So and then that's how it got. So, that's how I got inspired.
For people who don't know who you are, where were these shows and free battles at? I know where they were, but where are you located?
Well, I was from the west side, so
the west side of what?
7 Mile. Detroit,
Michigan. Detroit. I was waiting for it. I didn't want to say it for you.
Right.
But yeah, so
right. No, I was
So for people that don't understand, coming up as a rapper at that time in Detroit, Michigan, because there was so much competition, because Detroit is so lyrical, like there's so many, at that time there were so many rappers that wanted to be like Eminem because he came from Detroit. Everybody thought this was something they could do. Like, you know what I mean? So to be able to strive from that generation to where you are now, that is really a true accomplishment. I want to give you your applaud.
Thank you. Yeah, this year actually marked the 20-year anniversary since then when I first started rapping.
Right, because I've known you for a long time, and I've definitely seen you climb your way up through these competitions. So let's talk about, when did you start Detroit battle rapping for like awards and things? When did you feel like I could get in some real big league competitions and win that shit,
You said you went right straight to it.
I do. I want to go straight to it because, like, we know the teen years now, basically. But I also want to ask you about the cannabis before I get to. I'm gonna ask you two questions in one.
I was gonna ask. All right. So around that time in high school, like movies like How High Have Baked was my inspiration, and then another one of my favorite rappers who inspired me to rap, Method Man. I was always since '92 with Mary J to Wu-Tang throughout. So How High, one of my favorite rappers doing the movie. Then the 8 Mile. It was like I was seeing all my favorite rappers in movies, and that was like, well, 2002 I started. '03, my friend, you know him too. My friend Brian. I lived in Atlanta. A friend of his knew me. His cousin had a deal with Def Jam. I didn't get the deal. That's what made me go. That's when I started Sick Management, my label. So I've been up running that label for 20 years now.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. So
you officially own all of your own music from A to Z without any record labels, promotions, or outside funding.
I'll explain that.
Okay.
All my masters, all my publishing, and I've always owned it because I always did. When I did do the like I said, I was about to get a deal with Def Jam in '03. I had got locked up. Did my little bid. I came back in '05. By then, 50 Cent taking over. I got inspired. I moved back up here, and I recorded. And that's around the time I met you.
Mm-hmm.
I had did my first single. I had a Honda Accord. Everybody remember? I had a little Accord. My mama gave me my first car.
I remember.
Right. I recorded at Northland Studio. That's how I started for real. Like when I started taking it real, like you said, in the pursuit of awards. I recorded at that Northland Studio. They used to have a Northland Mall, that little booth.
Mm-hmm.
I recorded my first song, Posted Up. That was the song in there. Then after that, I started, when I met you guys and started working in Madison Heights, I met JP from the HP.
Mm-hmm.
I did Bubble and Rap, the mixtape, and then my first album, Sick Management, and O&P. And then from that point on, I was like battle rapping. By this time, I'm doing shows, the Bullfrog, Ebony Showcase, Emerald Theater, the Senate Theater. I did the Senate way before it got popular like this now. State Theater next door to the Fox. I was just doing a bunch of Shamrocks, just a lot of different places in the Metro Detroit area and in the suburbs. Then after that, I just kept putting out albums. 10 years of grinding. 2007, I felt like that was going to be my year, but Stretch Money came out. He was popular for a minute. Then the hiatus came, Eminem for a while. And then my Mood Arbor Hills came back and was kind of like went harder than ever. Then that's when I started pursuing like trying to win competitions and contests and different things like that.
Now during that time, oh no, go ahead.
I was about to say then, all right, I had a 4-year hiatus because by then I was doing stuff with JP with the HP, And I dropped 4 albums. I dropped Money, Booze, and Parties, and then went on a 4-year hiatus.
Well, before you get to the 4-year run for a moment into the jiu-jitsu, I wanted to bring up cannabis for you now, because I know that at this point you were using cannabis. What were you using cannabis for, and how was it helping you through your career and to be able to maintain?
Okay, for me, at first, at 12, it was just a hustle. It was just something that gave me extra money, real talk, to have bus fare and extra snacks. And just to have a lunch that I really wanted, because I never really liked the school lunch for real. So I was just hustling on that once I see how much more money I was making. Like at 12, I had my first gold, all gold, plain chain Rolex.
So when did it go from I'm going to sell this to I think that I need to use cannabis to help me?
I got more influence, like as a teenager later on, really was with my uncle. Well, you know how you're a teen, you start sneaking off and doing stuff. So I kind of started with him.
Okay.
And the movies really. Friday, Half Baked, and How Hot.
So at this point though, what were you struggling with? Like, were you struggling with stress, anxiety, migraines? Like, what was your diagnosis that you felt, the cannabis was helping you?
Like for me,
yeah,
it helped me create. For me, it helped me creatively, but the ups and downs, the ups and downs are just trying to make it in the city, like just trying to survive. And like my mom was a hard worker, but there was like a lot of times it was other stuff that in high school you want stuff. And then in ninth grade, I had bought my first wardrobe, so I was used to being independent. So it was always more of a hustle, but for me using it, it was more of a recreational and a creative process.
Okay.
I think
I can see that.
The stress part didn't come until I was older.
Then you got the real bills and the stress came in.
Yeah, when life started happening, that's when I started smoking. Like, y'all stressed me out.
Right, so
in the industry.
But it did help you with your stress overall and creativity to be able to help you continue your musical career and help you be creative and, stuff like that type of thing?
Yeah, but first, on the 420, because like in high school, I used to do the skip party, the smoke out. So first, it was fun. That's why I'm trying to get.
Okay, I get that. It was party. It was recreational. It was more of like a let's go have a.
It was a party thing. Yeah, it was a party thing at first. Once life started hitting me with the hardships and different ups and downs, then after being locked up too. When in my 20s, that's when it started. That's when I started using it for like the stress, because it was like my uncle had got my car took in, and it was hard going from a car back to no car, living on 7 Mile. Then I was hustling. Then it was like I felt like I wasn't making. It was like, Blade, Icewood had died, so like I seen all these people stunting with more money, and I'm like, why can't I get that money? So then I started hustling harder to try to catch up to them, not knowing they got a whole team, a family, they've been set before, but I'm actually keeping up with them. So it was more so that my ambition always kept me around for 20, for real. It never was like, I need this because I'm so wigged out. At times it was, but for the most part, I was more of the hustle.
Okay, I get that. So now moving to your 4-year run that you were discussing, what took place during that time?
We was a group called the Low Lifes, and my boy Antlo, Jitta, and Bray. We were working on different stuff, and at Money, Booze, and Parties, I was at a height of my career as an underground artist, and we were so money driven that we lost sight of like getting projects and stuff done. We was gunning for deals like our boy, I ain't gonna mention his name, but one of our boys, he had a Def Jam deal on the floor and all type of stuff. So then, and that's another thing, it was always like a Def Jam deal that never got. So that was like that. Every time we didn't get the Def Jam, that was driving me more. And so when my friend didn't get the deal, and then 4-year hiatus, me and Jujita were going through a lot of personal and studio related issues. We made the best of music, but we could just the timing. We never could just get the timing right for. We were working on a duo project together, but by us falling out, that delayed us from doing it at all. And it was mostly my fault because it was who I was and I wasn't. It was a lot of stuff in my life that I had to figure out in life.
Right, we're all growing up at the same time. Like, we can't just pop out adults. Like, we have to go through trials and tribulations, and through those, we learn a lot about ourselves as well.
And whereas I felt left behind because everybody else had grew up or moved on quicker than I did, so I was like, well, why can't we go do this as a unit, but not understanding he has a responsibility of kids, and he already grew up already. He grew up too fast for himself. And so that wasn't my fault or his. That was just the reason of the hiatus. However, after that though, I just basically was like, well, I'm gonna just be for me. Let me stop trying to do this as a group thing. Let me just focus on self, because I can't help nobody if my shit ain't right. So
right.
I just focus. So I just started focusing on me, tunnel vision on me, and then as soon as I did that, I went and dropped my comeback album, and this was the first time I had won something. I had won it like critically acclaimed, but at the Bullfrog they gave me, because of my performances, I went and did 57 shows at the Bullfrog in 1 year. I probably still hold the record. Long live the Bullfrog, but I did 52 shows at Bullfrog.
That's a lot of shows, and especially in 1 year. Yeah. That's like 2 a week, easily.
Yeah, I was doing, at one point I was doing 2 or 3 nights. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm performing here. Oh, peace out, y'all, because I got to go over here. All right, I'm performing here. Body y'all, too, because I got this third spot, and then that'd be the end of the night by the end.
So let's get to your current at this point, because it sounds like you just took off and you were getting all these deals and all these options and performing in all kinds of bars and places and sceneries. So at this point, up to COVID, what happened for you during COVID? I know most artists found it kind of hard to thrive through the trials and tribulations of being on lockdown. How did that affect your music career?
Oh, COVID actually helped me. Shit.
Okay, let's hear this.
COVID actually helped me. So thank you, sickly people that had brought us to something that we did never known about. Thank you. Not for all the people that passed, God rest their soul, but.
So by everybody being at the house, was it something that because like by them being at home, were they able to have access more and more time to your music type of thing? Or what was it that how did you benefit in your music off of COVID?
Well, I'm gonna add a backstory to also add to the current part. Like from when I did the comeback in 2015, then I signed with Afro 2016, and then I was nice with Akeisha Baker. And the one thing that she taught me is when you release stuff, always find it a time when everybody is sitting down at the same time. And when she told me that, I ran with that. After
that is really good advice.
Yeah, so I took that advice and ran with it, and she put me on the first mixtape with Nisha and Shay, another Detroit artist that made it to Rock Nation.
Okay, so congratulations. Let's clap for you.
Yeah, that mixtape went nationwide because she blew up, so it blew me up. And I was number 2 my song was the second song on the whole mixtape. So it was like, people was going to hear my shit because you got to go through me to hear the rest of the people. Mm-hmm. So, and the song was called You Ain't Fly As Me. Yeah, and I was signed to Alpha Wolf in 2016. I left them in 2018. In 2017, I won Best hip-hop artist at the Detroit Black Music Awards. I didn't think I was going to win. Matter of fact, when I started winning, every time when I was nominated, I never thought I was going to win.
So you weren't prepared for even like a speech or any type of thank yous because you were just like, it ain't going to be me.
No. What it was the actual first one. I wasn't even there for it because Swag Radio was being created with Teresa Godwin. So I was there in support of Teresa. I didn't make the awards the first year. That's why you don't ever see no clip of me accepting an award.
Okay.
Billy Wilson accepted my award on my behalf because I wasn't there. So that's why in the next year you see me with the awards and stuff with the black shirt with the red pants because I was a presenter the next year because I had won with T Styles. And you know what's crazy about the T Styles? She's in a play with me now. We just did a sold out play at Mary Grove College in October. But we presented the award for.
I like that.
Yeah, she's like.
Yeah, congratulations, especially for selling out. That can be hard for a lot of people to do, no matter what the event is.
Yeah. So I'm trying to fast forward because then basically I won the next 2 or 3, and then the BET Awards, they got hip to who I was. Then in a year that Big Herc won a Lifetime Achievement, that's when I won Artist of the Year.
Yes, I remember when you won that, actually. You're bringing back some memories.
You're right. So, because I'm trying to speed you up to the corona like you asked.
Yeah, no, do what you do, because I kind of forgot about all those years in between. We've known each other for so long. It didn't feel like there was that much more into your career that I had, but I had forgotten about quite a few things just because we've known each other for like 18 years.
Yeah, we known each other for the 18, right? So so then I won, and then that was a 3-peat, and that was something like for me that I always wanted to do. Like I'm always wanted a 3-peat because Kobe Bryant was my favorite. So then Corona happened and Kobe Bryant died, and then that's when inspired me to be the best that I could be, because that's who I was inspired by as far as athletes. Kobe just always inspired me to always get better than the last one.
True.
So when I won the 3 in a row, I was like, I got to get better than this. 3-peat. 2019, I didn't win at the Detroit Black Music Awards. Super MC won. I didn't even get nominated. The DET Awards felt some type of way about that. That's how I won Artist of the Year. Because they like, how you not nominated and you won Artist of the Year? How you not even nominated over there? And then Corona happened. Then Mo Divine was dissing me. Then I went on his show on 3 Day, and the weekend of the shutdown. And then that's how the Black Friday freestyle happened.
Okay.
It came, that stemmed from me and his rivalry. And then just like I felt like after Corona, I was like, it's time for me to take the throne. I'm the best lyrical spitter, hands down, because I was on live. In Corona, I was on live every day. And in 2017, I was on live on Instagram or somebody's live, freestyling every day. And it kind of just reminded me of the years back then with the Miz, Corona, and the battle rapping. It was like trying to get that, you know how you just fight for that top spot?
Yeah, you were trying to put your work back in and show that you're worthy and I can do this still. Like, what's up, people?
Right, exactly. Like, look, I know it's a lot of guys out here, you know, and all of them at that time were getting locked up. So it was like, this is mine for the taking. This is my moment. And then we all know I'm an Eminem fan, so to lose yourself, you know, that was like
real inspirational.
That was my moment. Yeah, it was like I gotta live it. I'm just rapping his song. Now I gotta become that. So then I just started with Corona. That gave me the time enough to focus on nothing but my music and how to get better in life. Like fixed all the stuff that was, because I didn't have no life. Well, I had a license, but I had lost it because of tickets and stuff. Whatever I was irresponsible on, COVID got me back right to be like, let me fix this and get my life back in order.
Right. It did that for a lot of people, actually. Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
No. Yeah. And COVID actually got me, ready. COVID got me, it helped me bounce back in life the way I was trying to bounce back from all those hardships from all those years. And so after that, I was able to make Sig Management. I had it at LLC, but I had lost the LLC with, at that time back then, if you didn't renew it in a certain time, it was disbanded. Mm-hmm. So then when I renewed it this time, I made sure by me acting and stuff on the side, it was like, okay, now I'm going to do it the right way. Let me get my label up official. And that's why you see the Sig Management Records on everything now. Because it's like, let me get this right, and then let me do Sig Management, not just a record company, but a film company, because I'm going to shoot movies. I want to do all, like, TV, commercial. So I made myself an all-around company because of Corona.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, let's talk about your movie career. Have you done auditions, or what have you done to pursue that?
Oh no, like, all right, at 12 I was a Mosaic kid, so I came from the school of Mosaic. I'm also a Specs Howard student, so I went to Specs Howard. In college, I took theater in 2009 at OCC, and then that's what kind of inspired me to fully go ahead and be an actor.
Okay.
It was theater in school, and then that's when I started taking it serious. And then in 2016, remember when all that hype stuff with Akeisha, Gucci Reed, she put me in a TV series. Well, I featured as an extra in a series called Something Shady with Sheree Cranford.
Okay.
With SDM. I did so good, they wrote me in as a regular character. And then from that point on, then Candy Cane gave me my first role in What People Do for Money. And then from that point on, the roles, people saw those movies and TV series. And then by me being an artist of the year, and they keep seeing me in stuff, my name's so hot. So then everybody just put me in shit. And also, I got to give credit. This actually how I started in 2014 and 15. Me, B, and Twan created Petty Life Squad. And I did improv skits and comedy jokes. And that's when we was doing that on Instagram. That's how I started the acting back up.
Right, I recall that actually. I remember that Petty Life Squad.
Yeah, we was doing skits and improvs, so I knew if I can convert that skill to the big screen, I knew I was going to get into stuff. Then, 2018, Shay Khan puts me in the come up. And the rest is history. We won Best Movie. So not only do I have music awards, I have movie awards. I feel like next to Big Up, I'm one of the most accomplished artists in Detroit.
Right, I definitely feel like you've done a lot.
Best artist. But a lot of people don't got Best Movie and Best Artist. And now this year, now let's fast forward, I didn't win in 2020 or 21. So 21 was a bad year for me because everybody know, like, I was making the music with Tony Fresh, and we came up with the Pimp Hop Style and Magnificent Duo. Me and Tony kind of got into it, kind of like how me and Jitta did. It's something about me and other Virgos that don't mix. For some, we the greatest on music, but that's where it stopped.
I think it just depends on the Virgo, because I'm a Virgo too, and you and I have always gotten along. We've never bumped heads. We've never had a dispute or disagreement or no type of shadiness.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just think it depends on the Virgo and if they can handle being a Virgo. Some people can't handle being a Virgo and they just don't know how to act.
No, the male. No, because I know another male, and then I know a couple of males, but the male Virgos, some of them, if they don't have an ego problem, I get along with them. But I get along with all female.
That's
Virgos.
Learning how to be a Virgo is that ego. People with Virgos have a high ego, so if you can't handle being a Virgo, then you can't handle your ego and yourself within, you know what I mean? And people that have a lot of love and self-confidence, they can handle being a Virgo. And the ones that don't love themselves or value themselves to the fullest, they can't handle a Virgo. They let their ego get the best of them.
Right. Yeah.
That's just my opinion, though. As a Virgo myself and analyzing lots of Virgos, I realize the type of Virgos I can't get along with are the ones that are high ego strong, and it's all about me, 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 me. I call them the Virgo me-me's.
Right. Right. For me, I know I have moments, but as for the most part, people know me generally. They know I'm one of the most humble champions in history.
Yes, you're a good Virgo. I get along with you very well. So I want to talk about your top songs. Through all of this, we haven't even got to hear your music yet, and I'm definitely wanting to show some people some of your songs. But what songs do you feel are your best or your top lyrical ones, or which ones would you like to show?
Oh, I got a list for you. Well, the one song I would like for you to play is "Like the Way." That's the song. It should be on Apple because that's the one that went on the billboards this year.
I see it. Like the Way featuring G Wiz.
G Wiz.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the song that helped me win 2002 Detroit Black Music Award Best Album.
Okay, so let's hear it then, and then afterwards we'll talk about a little bit about how it became and what made you come up with, those type of tracks. So hold on a moment. Let me push play on this, and we'll show everybody Like the Way featuring G Wiz and AceSolow. Alrighty.
Straight up play, all play it. Pocket pussy while I bent this paper. My chest a flop, couldn't try to take it. All my hoes work and shake it. Worldwide, get bacon. Shake your pretty thing. Make it rain, make it rain. I said, shake your pretty thing. Make it rain, make it rain.
You should start that over.
It didn't come in at the beginning?
No, that ain't the beginning.
Well, that's how it came on. There's no other.
Click it again.
Let me click it again and start it over. Maybe I had left off previously. Oh, I might have. So that just goes to show I'll be listening to your stuff. You caught me, okay? You caught me. But now how do I get it to start over? There.
It's a reason why. Because it's something. You in a smoke room, right? The lyrics come on. And the lyrics come on. All we do is smoke all day, drink every night, like what a gallon, like what is it again?
This is how it's coming on.
I don't know why I was doing it like that.
Here, let's pause for a moment.
Where are you streaming it from?
I'm streaming it from your Apple Music.
Why did they chop the song like that?
Oh, it has it only listed as a preview. That's why. It's over on the side. It says, oh no, there says a preview, but it has the whole song. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta play it from the beginning.
Nope, it's just a preview actually. It's still in red. It's only a preview on there, so it doesn't play the whole song. I didn't know that. I just learned something new on Apple Music.
Well, I'll talk to you about that song. You don't have to play it all. They already heard it all year anyway, and they gonna hear it tonight because we had the Crazy Horse tonight anyway.
Oh, you're a Crazy Horse?
Perform that lot. Yep, tonight. You know what I'm saying? We going up. Yeah, we big time in the cut, and yeah, we got a big New Year's big bash going on tonight. So we already gonna they already gonna hear it again and see it on live and all that.
Okay.
That's. G Wiz made the beat. That's him singing. This was just around this time I was grinding on. Matter of fact, he was taking forever to make this beat, and I was like, man, I already got the lyrics. Just let me go record it. That was one of them songs I kind of just forced him to hurry up, get this record done, so I can have something to put out. And then I was coming up with the 2K22. I had recorded that, the Smoking on Site, and the Pushing Pete in that session. Them 3 songs, the 3 hits, were the 3 songs recorded in the same session. Then I just recorded everything else in other sessions. So, because 2K22 was like a comeback, and then I was realizing when the year was ending for last year, I was realizing that, hey, this about to be my 20-year anniversary.
Right, I see 2 albums. I see 2 albums released for 2022, On the Move and AceSolow 2K22.
Yeah, alright. Nah, the 2K22 is the anniversary. That's why I called it 2K, because remember, when we was calling 2000, it was Y2K.
Yep.
And plus the 2K video game series. I'm a huge fan of the NBA 2K series. and the 2K series as a whole, because I done beat every 2K in history. So also in the video game world, I'm a champion as well. I've won every major sport title and on every system ever created, tournament and regular.
That's
so
what's up.
you know, I've been running my online gaming, and a lot of that, you got a lot of cannabis. You know, just smoking weed, playing the game, making my music. Kind of like the weed, the tree kind of go hand in hand with me playing the game. That's what we really used to do for real, for real. When we weren't rapping and hustling, we was playing that game, smoking every day. In my line or no?
Nah. This is before I even smoked, actually, bringing back some memories. So I remember back in the day, I would sit and watch you and your friends play games, and you guys would all be smoking weed, majority of you. And I didn't smoke at the time.
No. I was a loner. He wasn't smoking like that. B was sometimes.
Yeah, he was sometimes. But Twine didn't really smoke. That's why I said the majority sometimes. Like, you know what I mean?
Me and Jitta.
Yeah,
Jitta. Me and Jitta was smoking for sure.
Yeah, I didn't really smoke at the time. That was before I had discovered cannabis was going to help me with my medical problems. Had I had knew the benefits of cannabis, I would have ditched the duffel bag of pharmaceuticals that they had me on at the time, and definitely picked up cannabis, because it really changed my life, cannabis, from where, you know, back then till now. If I would have started sooner, oh my God, I would have probably even had a way better life.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm glad you didn't, because you would have had a way higher tolerance than what you probably do now. Your tolerance would have been out of whack.
Well,
you would have had to quit some of them years.
No, because when you're actually using cannabis for medical reasons, you have cannabinoid receptors, and it's not really a tolerance, because I'm not smoking it to get high. I'm smoking it to actually relieve my body pains and help my body and, like, help my kidneys and things.
Well, what kind of, hold on, I'm the king of the weed smoke. What kind of weed smoker gonna say you ain't smoking to get high? That's a high-ass lie.
No, actually, because I'm not smoking, like, all day, every day. I smoke a blunt here, hurry up, do a bunch of work, knock out all my work and stuff. But I don't sit there and smoke, like, blunt after blunt and just be super high to where I'm like, oh my God, like, I can't even get higher than I'm high now. I just smoke a blunt, or, you know, and I'm not even smoking it alone, so it's not even, like, to the head. But, like, then I'll do my work or my routine or whatever I need to get accomplished for the day, or eat or whatever I need to do. But I'm not just consecutively consuming and smoking, like, 16 blunts a day. Like how when y'all was playing them games, y'all was just rolling. Y'all was smoking ounce a day, like, and
yeah, that's what I was saying.
I make that ounce last me like a week if I can. Shit, hey, fuck that. Then the prices, we making that shit stretch.
Yo, I got something fun to tell you too. Now look, my cannabis reputation has grown. It's grown its roots through the music and now through the big screen. In the movies, you know, like, I haven't been into I have been auditioned for major stuff like Transformers, Batman and Superman, etc., right? So I better have won the best movie, because I missed out on the best movies ever. So,
I like that much.
Yeah.
I didn't get these ones, so I better win because I did this other one. I like that.
No, I missed the other one.
Right, so the one you did do.
For like, yeah, the one I did do.
Yeah, you're like, I want to win for that one because I did it.
Yeah.
No, I feel you though, because you put in a lot of work over the years. I've definitely watched you come from literally basement / closet studios to real studios to bigger artist studios to collaborating with well-known people from, you know, underground, you know, to above, you know, people. Like, you haven't really discriminated. You're willing to work with anybody who's willing to work with you, whether they've made it yet or haven't made it yet. You're willing to do whatever because this is a passion of yours. You're not really looking at it as, oh, this is what's going to pay my bills. Like, I got other ways of paying my bills. Like, I'm just doing it because it's something I love. So that's why you produce better things, and you've been able to maintain 20 years strong in the game. of rap and in the music industry, because it's not your full life. You went to college, you pursued an education, you have lots of other passions that keep you entertained, that the music industry is something you do for enjoyment, I kind of feel like. But because you do it when you enjoy it, it's done so well. You've put, you know, you ain't released nothing you're not proud of. You actually put your time, energy, and effort into it, more than just someone who's like, hurry up and release it so we can get paid. I need this bill money by next week.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, release that shit. I don't even give a fuck.
That's it.
Right. So I kind of get.
It's like the music.
Yeah, I get that vibe, like, over the years of knowing you, the hard work that you put in, and, like, I've watched you not release something because you feel like it's not your best, and you're like, no, I'm not putting that out yet, or no, I put it out, but, like, I'm about to redo that, and let's just take that down. I decided it's out, but it's not out no more. Like, I'm gonna pull that. So you're very, yeah, you're very self-critical, like, but it's been your best advantage, I feel like, because you're so critical and you're doing it for a passion. You've been able to, like, put out good ass shit, not just like some fuckery shit where you got like 100 songs that are like, oh no, go to the next. Oh wait, there's like 5 good ones out of 200 tracks. Like, no, you're only gonna put out the ones that are good to you, that you feel like are gonna be top songs, are gonna be a hit, and that you've spent a lot of your time on. I've watched you spend like 6 months on a song and then finally put it out, and, you know, like, your friends put it out, record it tonight, and it's out tomorrow.
Yeah, and we saw it last year. Shit, niggas just dropping shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, that shit be crazy. It be funny too when I be seeing them. But I was trying to tell you about the backstory of the movie thing. They call me the Snoop Dogg of the movie world, because I smoke weed in my movies. I'm the only one that they let smoke real weed in the movies. See? Like, the directors asked me to bring trees to the set.
See, that's good though. Like, they know you already.
Yeah. They know my so that I'm also, you know, reflecting off we in the smoke room. So, and speaking of that, we just did the cookie can, and somebody was in there dying at the compound. Not this week, the week before. The dude brought it. Oh my God, Taz. My God, that's from the dispensary. So everybody messed with the playground. They got all the good stuff. Playhouse. I'm sorry. The playhouse is up there. Manchester Woodward. You know what I'm saying? And he brung the cannon, and my dude jumped in there, and he almost died.
He hit that shit and damn near passed out.
And he didn't even pack the gun all the way. He just did it regular, like a regular dosage of it. And I'm up there, he's so gone, I ain't even have to go in there. I'm inhaling all his leftover because he been passed out. I'm inhaling all his leftover.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. With cannabis, for people who aren't like true stoners, especially dabs. I done watch somebody take a dab and damn near passed out on the table. We had to catch their ass. Like, damn, they hit that shit like it was a blunt or a cigar or a cigarette, and they inhaled for their life and then wished they hadn't.
Oh yeah, another thing too, I forgot to tell you, I win so much trophies, sometimes the weed be making me forget. I won the best roller in 2016, because High Times came to our building, and we had a contest. Now, you know the white boys beat me at the joint rolling shit. I don't even know why I even jumped in, and everybody, you know, that know me smoking, no, I was never
I've never even seen you roll a joint or smoke a joint in my life.
No, I do. I just fuck them up. So I
fuck them up. So I got in the competition like, yeah, I could win this shit.
No, I thought, because I did start rolling them better, because like, I was just about to say with JP from the HP and Dan the man, Dan Patterson. He's the drummer from with JP from the HP.
Yeah.
His own thing doing. You know Dan, yeah. So Dan, he was the dab king. This nigga will fry you.
Lord.
Dab was.
So you did win the blunt rolling though, you said?
Yeah, I won the best blunt roller. Hell yeah, you're not about to beat me in that.
Well, congratulations on that. If we're gonna have to test your rolling skills, I'm gonna need some picture proof of this. I need evidence. No, not that you won, but evidence that you can roll good blunts.
I rolled all the leaf joints and all that stuff. Remember how everybody be like, I can't roll that. I roll. Like, I smoke leaves. I don't really roll. Like, I can still roll a blunt. And then, like, all the, now when I started getting famous and stuff, all the ballers, now they want to give me all the weed in the world to roll in one blunt.
Yeah.
I be rolling that shit, so they always let me roll the blunt.
You be stuffing them bitches fat.
Shit. Yeah, like they know I can stuff that boy, so and it's an art to it, you know what I'm saying? So
well, I definitely No, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say Spanky Hayes, from Wildin' Out, from Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out. Every time I see him, he be like, "Where the weed at, nigga?" Or if he got it, come over here to the table, nigga. We about to come on, roll up, Solo. I'm glad you here, nigga. I don't know these niggas, man. Every time, him and who else is somebody I smoke with all the time? Me and Tony Roberts, the comedian, we always drink. Who the fuck is that? I'm trying to think.
That we got your memory. I know how that is, though. I literally just made a post about that today in my medical support group. Like, I need to figure out my memory. I keep forgetting shit.
It ain't that. No, I know so many celebrities. I'll be trying to make sure I get their name right. That's
that
what
part.
Like the famous and the weed kind of playing hand in hand because it's somebody else. We always smoke when we always come into town, and I'm trying to think because it's like I know me and Cheddar Boy Malik for sure, Spanky Hayes, me and Tony Roberts. Me and Tony always drink though. Me and Tony be more on some class, grown up shit. I never got to smoke with Snoop. Snoop just kind of know me like weed. Like I got caught Nas the Great. Like her people, somebody I knew through her was talking to Snoop, and then cause he gave me the corny nickname Big Unk Dog. So he was like, I gotta stop telling people I'm Snoop Dogg, cause I was like, I smoke weed in my movies, cuz. He was like, no man, it only can be one Snoop, cuz. So you smoked out like that, dog. You Big Unk Dog.
He gonna rechange it.
You Big Unk Dog. You can't be Snoop, cuz it's only one Snoop, dog.
Right.
Like, that's how he said it, literally. There's only one Snoop, dog. I'm like, yeah, dog. He was like, yeah, you can do my voice, man. You be, Two-Man Page. That's who it is. Cause Two-Man Page. I don't know if you know the comedians, the guys that do the skits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and him always smoke, and then Jackpot the Juice. Jackpot the Juice is actually my second hour. We went to Redford together. That's my friend from 10th grade.
Oh, for sure. Damn, that's a long way back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And we still like crack the jokes to this day. Like when he saw me at the Celebrity Fest at the Cobo last year, he had on his Army fatigue camo Matt Stafford, and this was before we know they was gonna win the Super Bowl. And he a diehard Stafford and Lions fan. So when he saw me, he lit up and was like, "Hey, I didn't think you was gonna remember." But yeah, he was like, we're just kicking it. But yeah, he like, yeah, you roll up, so like he always got me rolling.
That's what's up. So I wanted to tell people tonight where exactly they can find you. It's called Tycoon's Exclusive Club. The address is 12210 in Detroit on 8 Mile. No, they moved from there?
No, I'm at the Crazy Horse.
Wrong strip club, bitch. Okay, Crazy Horse. I don't know why I thought of Tycoon for a minute.
No. That's because everybody see me over there, and that's why I like.
But I kind of thought that was, for some reason, that's where it came. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I don't know. You must be watching me on some cameras and stuff, because that's where I live. Well, that's where I was staying at with my ex. That's by her house. Okay. My ex-girlfriend, she stayed by Tycoons. But like, I had a friend, my own girl. I'm not gonna put her name out there, but she was in the strip club circuit with me too. She was the dancer, so we would like hit up all the clubs, and then that's kind of how I got known too. Like, I met more stars in the strip club than I do on movie sets at other places.
Right.
The 2 times I saw Helluva was in the strip club. The only other time I saw him regular was on some Royce the 5'9" shit at what was that Hart Plaza downtown. That was the only time I saw him like on a regular scene. The other 2 times in the strip club. The Come Up movie, that scene is in the strip club. So yeah, we had the Crazy Horse tonight.
Yes, and the Crazy Horse is at 8140 Michigan Avenue for those of you who will be trying to attend. What time do you start?
Well, the doors open at 9. I'll probably be in there, you know what I'm saying, around that time or a little bit later. Depends on how we feeling and how we coming. Because I'm coming with the crew tonight that's going to be in there. So
okay.
We going to be kind of...
We going to be litty lit.
Yeah, well, you know, at this year I had to get back to the battle rap roots, so I don't know how many ops I got all here to end the year, so I gotta go. Everything I do gotta be packed with security, and you know, just I'm moving like that now because my fame then went back up through the roof. So you know.
I wanted to play one of your songs for, I seen this one's a full song, On the Move. Is that something you would like me to play for the audience? I see that you performed that back in September in Greenfield, Detroit, Michigan at, it looks like a bar somewhere, a vendor.
Yeah, no, don't play On the Move, and I'm going to explain why. On the Move, that was I released those songs. I just released that one because I wanted to see what it'd do. But it didn't do as expected. I guess it's doing kind of something decent on Apple. But
yeah, the numbers actually look like they're doing pretty good over here for that one, to be honest.
For Apple?
Yeah, it's that track is taking off. It's when I do the top songs recommended, that's the top song. That and Down for You and
That's
Ain't
great.
No True. It goes like in order, and then it goes Play No Game, Disloyal, Fucking with the...
See, Play No Games? Fucking with the Ace, yeah.
Yeah.
Play No Games is the one that I would wanted you to play with me.
I believe it looks like a full song here. Let me try. Let's see. I mean, all I can do... No, it looks like a trial perhaps. We gonna play it.
You know I'm always with that bitch up and whack. Quick on your chick chat before y'all click clack. Hell yeah, big bag, y'all niggas will get wet. If you jam up and you snitch, I ain't with that. I represent my mouth from the west to east. I'm a best, I'm a beast. All these sex I'm a see. Got my flex on some sleep. Yo, bitch, sex all on me. I'm a best recipe. I can rest and release. No contestant to me. Just like you rest in the beast. I'm a rest in these streets. Always in some beach. And I'm with people who preach about cause they live in each other. I see but I ain't feeling like you talk about it. You better make sure you really be about it. We don't play no games. We don't see about it. You talk about it. We be about it. We keep it G about it. If you about that life on that mic, you talk about it. You better make sure you really be about it. We don't play no games. We don't see about it. You talk about it. See about it. We keep it G about it. Big body and a big body. Niggas know that I'm big body.
I like this one.
Y'all niggas can't talk about it. Everybody want to be G and be streets and they shoot about it. How they laying up in PCs and it ain't shit they can do about it. We bark, we bite, we talk, we move, get paid. We work, we live, we paid our dues. Fuck that. Militant minded nigga was blinded by the confinement. Now a nigga getting work by assignment. No nigga getting work by consignment. Now they treating me like I'm your highness. I'm double double for double up.
Yeah, that was just, I believe, a sample part of each one. Now, Disloyal is playing a little preview of.
That's on 2K22. Playing the games was on Legend AceSolow. Disloyal was on 2K22. This Play No Games was something I featured with Pierre to kind of, because the hiatus to me not dropping up for a while, people haven't heard him with me and him in a collab. And I wanted him on another song for that album. So that was the one for that. And then Disloyal, now that's me talking about my previous experience with just breakups and girls cheating on me and doing me wrong. So, and how guys are disloyal to you when they claim they're there for you, but they not there for you. They don't ever have your back when you really need them.
True story
so
there.
I'm explaining. Yep, and so
it sounds like you got a mixture of music from like rapping to dealing with real life situations. Do you have any love making music?
Yeah,
Or something for the ladies?
New stuff is the love. The new stuff, I got all the love making music and different stuff, because like a lot of the music you hear, I was like more in that, like I said, I've been in this the magnificent duo, so I was more on the pimping and the just freak music. Now this 2K23, and that's what I was trying to explain about the On the Move. On the Move is a song with a series of songs with Wu Alexander. Me and him was gonna do the collab tape. 2K23 was actually gonna be a collab with me and him, but he got mental problems. So, and then everybody saw on Instagram how he tried to go at me. So I had to destroy him. But in the midst of it, he was kept releasing stuff and was like, "I'm releasing songs every day." You know how we were just talking about how people just release one of those types.
Okay.
So he just released a bunch of garbage. And then I'm like, you can release all of that and I'll release the songs we did and then to destroy you. So what I ended up doing was I had a SoundCloud account that I never used. So I'm like, I never used this. Let me use this SoundCloud. Let me test this out with these songs I did with Whoop. And then I just took one of the songs that I felt was the best song of those series. And that's how the On the Move even got on there. That one even, like you said, I'm so particular with my music. That was never supposed to be released.
You are, but you know what though? Just continue doing what you're doing, and it's gonna pan out. Cause so far I've been watching, and your numbers are doing good. You've been winning awards. You've been into movies now. Like what you're doing is gonna continue to evolve as long as you continue working at it and you don't stop. Cause as long as the grind don't stop, shit can't stop because you keep going. So, just keep on doing what you're doing. I look forward to seeing your performance later once you upload it. And, it was a pleasure having you on. If there's any other songs specifically you would like me to play before we end this, we're kind of at our timely limit of where we reached. Generally, I like to try to keep them about a half hour to an hour.
One song, the last one, play that Black Friday freestyle. That's the music video I just dropped 2 weeks ago. It did 150 in 1 week.
What platform would you like? Is it on?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go there now and look it up. Okay.
Oh, and all the other songs you heard is also on YouTube. So if you can't find none of the music nowhere, or if you can't get it, specifically on there directly, then that means that you can always find all my music on all streaming platforms or on YouTube. All the stuff you just heard is also on YouTube. Yep. So Friday Freestyle, the music videos for sure on YouTube, and everybody can go subscribe to my channel, AceSolow 6 Management Records. You'll see it all and come up together. And it'll come in, and when you see that music video, it'll play all the rest of the 28 to 29 songs that from the 3 albums that I dropped in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I actually see when I put up AceSolow into the YouTube, I see several different accounts, but here's your main one. So I'm looking for Black Friday, you said?
Black Friday Freestyle. It's a music video. You're gonna see me on there with the gray shirt. You're going to see me on there with the gray shirt.
Black Friday.
Black Friday freestyle. You got to put in the freestyle part because it'll just type in some other
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
Right here, I found it. Okay, we're going to play it right now for everybody. Oh, they got to meet to look, YouTube makes you watch a commercial.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, YouTube, because those ads, they I get my royalties make a lot through their ads.
Yeah, you get paid from that. All right, well, here it is, everybody.
To the boss, So y'all hear me, just swear to God, the dog trickle with them hard lyrics. I'm over their heads like hitting the ball over the tall fences. I'm back to the yard with it. I'm all business with fire and all sinners. Dropping the bomb, winning the line finish. Always kept a real in the mic. Nigga, I'm all finished. Y'all stick with the boss and the cars and y'all winning. Get the job finished. Your small crickets with songs, they're not hitting it off. Y'all getting it raw with no flaws in it. I'm trying to get to the seat. The laws, bitch, I'm hard with it. Getting guitar split, killer combo, knock out lines. They draw witness, y'all end up on the talk out lines. One of the smoke, I'm in cigar business. You know to spit the whole capacity. So put some rhymes on weights, I'm raising the bar, no athlete. Busting arms in your chest cavity. It's a tragedy, high capacities with this mentality. You a narcoleptic, not a narcissist. I'm the architect of your alphabet. If you always slept on a nigga, your neck ought to break on the baby slip. If the heart is straight, then you not artist yet. If your highest bet, then that's your largest debt. So go clear you a vaccine. My life dream is pumped up like steroids. I might seem too unbearable and comparable. Should be living the black dreams with that cream. Sick in the middle, hospital fight scene with walls padded up with white jeans. Tear them off a Hannibal Lecter. I break super Brady hand number one slash kick. Rip off the leather face skin, double snatch. Then to rip the fucking soul out of Chucky, that little bastard. You hanging yourself with your own rope, I just enhance it. I'm the master, smashing anybody. Hands like pumping and smashing. Breathe so hard to the whole world here where the mask is. Your face is a machete in the air till your throat is blood fasted. Before you babble about classes to make sure you mention AceSolow just fucking killed it on his last shit. And if you thought it was done, you should have brought to a gun, cause it's hard to these sounds. So you gotta run, cause they rapping like kid all back alive in 2021. I get a killing trigger to it. And what's a werewolf to a simple bullet? What's a cigar to a Russian bullet? Cause of the work, cause the boss is the head of the work that you gotta put in. Now let this shit motherfucker sink in. So I'm drinking tequila and they drink from Mexico. Carter is a murder in Mexico, she let me go. You're not better broke with in Mexico. You people with caught with no cheese, it's just a vegetable. I smell the vegetable through your breathing hole. You're not even valuable, even if you land a bigger role. The guy did get you in bigger dough, but it's not, then your line drop was a pitiful. Like you fall in the pit, like you install and you slip and you fall and that didn't crawl after that. I go and kill you all. And that's the true reason if you're pitiful, then showing exactly you a pitfall. Hell yeah, cause my shit's raw. Hell yeah, this is big dog. And y'all niggas were talking about this dog, that's when I have to go rip your whole bitch off.
Okay, I wanted to also play this. It's one of your songs that had a lot of hits. I was looking, you got almost 6K views, 5.3K on this one.
Magnificent.
Yeah, Magnificent.
That's the one that helped me win the best artist of the year for this year, because they saw that and they was like,
yeah, I want to play it for everybody real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
I like this beat.
I got holes in every codes like Lil say. Some in the ACL, and some from the Bay. My hood chicks in Detroit keep me on pimpin' ace. You a hot girl to let daddy get a taste. I put this D in your girl and it'll change your life. So when that bitch call me, I be there every night. I got the message to the hell, yeah, my game is like my bars sound like summer, so my shit gotta be cold as ice. This ain't no fairy tales, nigga, this is hip-hop. This is my real life, straight from the gift shop. I've been fucking with bad bitches, I was 19, I fucked 19 new hoes in 2019. I had white chicks both ways in front of the street. I fucked my dream bitch in college, should've been a model, should've seen her waist in her face. Did a thing about her, all the hoes made sure my money was straight. Okay, Ace, I don't know what you heard about me. I put that dress a bitch every other week. In a Cadillac, in a Bears, and in the D. Cause I'm a motherfucking B.I.M.D. Internationally known and locally respected. Bitch. I'ma get you Don't be surprised. It's a pussy time. It's a pussy time. You say you got the first. I ain't got the name. Got an ass on me. Put the pussy on me. Titties banging too. Money on the floor. Gotta get some more. Put the pussy on me. Riding like a bike. Get your pussy tight. Living extra fly. Put the pussy on me. But I think I love you when I need to see some proper chick. You throw the pussy on me, now you own me. If you heard, it was like toss up in the kitchen with a pizza. If you can lay on top.
All right, well, I stopped it there, so it gave people a little preview so that way they can go find you on YouTube if they like. Let's give your platforms over, like your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, stuff like that. Tell people where they can find you.
All right. On YouTube is AceSolow and Sick Management Records. So you could just put at AceSolow, AceSolow, Sick Management Records, SickMGTRecords. Sick Management Records, you can put it all as one word, AceSolow. That's all one word. You just AceSolow space Sick Management Records, and you'll have that for all my YouTube. For Facebook, I'm Ace Legends. I did that because somebody hacked my account. So it's just ACE space Legends, LEGENDS. On Instagram, I'm King AceSolow. So KingAceSolow, all one word. And then I believe that's it. And any other platform, Spotify, all the stores, Apple Music, just type in AceSolow, AceSolow. Now, if you put the space in between it, you're going to find the old account with Money, Booze, Parties, too.
Okay.
But if you put it all one word, that's going to be the current, up-to-date account with all the rest of the music.
Alrighty.
All right. So all the space in between, that's the Money, Booze, and Parties, and all the music I dropped, the 25 songs I dropped with Tony Fresh.
Okay. So
all the new, up-to-date, the 3 albums, and all my current stuff is AceSolow, one word. So it's AceSolow. If you Google AceSolow, all that should pop up.
yeah, it does when I Google your old stuff, your new stuff, everything pops up together when you leave it all as one word. I've noticed that.
Yeah. When you type it all, I had to learn the streaming and learn the how it go. And then when I did my Google account, my YouTube, I just basically I learned how to I studied from how everybody else was doing it, and then I learned how to link it all to one account. So now I got all my stuff linked all to one. All you gotta do is Google me, and you should find everything that I ever did.
Well, that's what's up. I look forward to seeing your show, like I said, later once you upload it. And I appreciate you coming on. And I look forward to doing a follow-up with you in the future to see how things are going for you and how life is. And I can continue to watch you strive and grow. It's been amazing.
Thank you. All right, so up and coming events. I've got stuff coming up in Vegas. I'm gonna be touring soon. But the SoundCloud, I'm gonna explain one little thing before I get off. The SoundCloud, you could go check out all that. The free it was another album that is officially 2K23. So the SoundCloud with the free songs is 2K23. So that's why when I release this new one, this will be the championship edition because it'll be upgraded. That's not that we did that on Woo Alexander's computer where it wasn't mixed. I just hurried up and recorded it and put it out there.
Okay.
So that's the stuff on SoundCloud. You can also type me in as AceSolow, Sick Management Records on SoundCloud, and you'll see all that. That's like a beta. You know how you get the video game?
Mm-hmm.
It's a beta. You get the actual game. Well, that SoundCloud account is like a beta of 2K23.
Right.
And
Okay.
The new one that the new one is gonna be the championship edition with the up-to-date music. With the love making, I got a song called Boomerang. I got a version of Sticky, Drake's, the Sticky song. You know how sticky it gets. I also got another song with the Circo Loco. That 21 Savage and Drake song.
Okay.
I got a version of that. And just a couple other more fun songs, that I got. I got Pierre Anthony featuring featured on this album, and then a couple of other artists that I'm gonna feature with. But it's this kind of the 23 gonna be kind of just like 22. So if you love AceSolow 22, then you gonna love this 2K23 Championship Edition coming in 2K23.
I'm
Y'all,
excited.
everybody, have a happy holiday. Have a happy new year. And you know what I'm saying? Go blue. Hope we go knock out TCU tomorrow night.
Hopefully we do. And I support you, and I look forward to watching you, and it was a pleasure having you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to 420 Smoke Room. Until next time. Bye.
Thank you, Trisha Mullin.
You're welcome.
Peace, baby.
Bye. Peace out.